Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode on the fnaf completionist. Today, we're gonna talk about, actually, two games together, because I'm counting them both as one big old game. And that is Finance at Treasure Island 2020 and Finance at Treasure Island Anniversary Edition. Now let's talk about 2020 first. Completing this game took me less than a week to do. 4 stars and all. And that took all this with the pirate caverns and classic mode, 6 nights, 2 pirate caverns, classic mode, and 12 challenges. I say my full-on time with 2020 was about the exact time, I would say about, altogether would be about, I'd say 5 hours. Most of the time was me trying to beat True Nightmare mode, which had the most deaths out of the series. I only died in Nightmare mode, Night 6, and True Nightmare mode, and once on Night 4 because I was stupid. But Nightmare mode, Night 4, I died to the least. It only took 2 tries. Nightmare mode was the second. It took 4 tries to beat. And I forgot how many times it took me to beat True Nightmare mode, because this mode was hard. It took a couple of hours to beat True Nightmare mode. And I really like, and this game was a lot of fun. And I do have one complaint about the challenges, and that is because of one character. He only got to appear in 2 modes. Sparky, the legendary Five Freddy's hoax character. He got to be a character for the unlockable, for the custom night in Finance at Treasure Island 2020, which I quite like. That was really nice. Okay, I'll stop before people start disliking this video like crazy. Now, let's talk about the history of this game. Finance at Treasure Island was, I believe, to be one of the first, or if not the first, Finance at Freddy's fan game. And it's been constantly remade, have fan games, fan-made sequels, and fan-made remakes, and so much more. I haven't seen a game get as remade or revisited, or revived, or remastered, or you know what I mean, like Finance at Treasure Island. But this remake is the definitive way, I believe, is the definitive version of Finance at Treasure Island. Sure, it's a remake, but I believe it's and people say this is the official, full version of the game. And I like to think that as well. Like, sure, my memories think of the original Finance at Treasure Island as the the true version in the past, but this is the definitive way to play Find the Treasure Island. It is a fun game and really good to complete. You feel so good when you finally conquer true nightmare mode. You feel amazing. Now, let's talk about the changes to some characters. As you know, in this version of Treasure Island, they put in a classic mode, which is like the original Find the Treasure Island, which I quite like. The show, this is a good version and dedicated. And apparently, the original one was never finished, and I don't remember that. I'm pretty sure it was finished. But anyway, let's talk about some big changes to some characters. Like in the original version, we had photonegative Minnie. But she got changed to a normal-looking Minnie that's evil. An evil-looking version of normal Minnie called Impurity. And I believe it was in one of the future remakes or remasters or revived versions of Treasure Island that kept it like that as Impurity. So yeah. Another character that had which I believe had the biggest change out of any character in the Find the Treasure Island games is Undying. Because originally, Undying was just a big red man. Now, Undying is a person in a mascot Mickey costume. And I find that interesting. And I'm not complaining about his new look. It's just amazing. Now let's talk about the completion process of this game. In the normal story mode of the game, you have to go through 6 nights and 2 different pirate caverns. 2 pirate caverns. Now, this is the... And they're not that hard. Night 6 is a bit difficult, but you'll get the hang of it. Classic mode, as I said before, is like the original. Is exactly like the original version of Find the Treasure Island. And if you complete it, once you get to the pirate caverns in this, you unlock the classic version of the face for the custom night. Then once you beat night 5, you unlock classic photonegative Mickey for the custom night. Now let's talk about custom night. There were 12 challenges to do it all. And in some challenges you unlock characters. The first challenge that you unlock a character with is Nightmare Mode, which is the characters that you face in the first 5 nights at max difficulty. And once you beat that mode, you unlock Clubhouse Mode. No. And once you beat that mode, you actually unlock Mascot Photonegative Mickey, which is a mascot costume version of Photonegative Mickey. Then you unlock Clubhouse Mode. Beating this mode gets you to unlock Pete. Then once Pete, and after that, you do the classics mode, and you unlock Willie, which is based off a version of Mickey, which was from the first Mickey Mouse cartoon ever aired. Notice that I said the first one to be aired and not the first one to be made, because most people don't know this, but the actual first Mickey Mouse cartoon that was made wasn't Steamboat Willie. It was actually Plain Crazy. So that's some bit of Disney info that you should know. That actually happened. That's not related to Finance Treasure Island at all. I just felt like I had to say that. Then after the classics, you do Big Creatures mode. And in Big Creatures mode, you unlock the final character that you unlock for the custom night, Sparky, the legendary Finance Freeze hoax character. Man, he was from way back in 2014. They even let him have the Finance Freeze 1 jump scare sound, which is amazing. And then you have all the other challenge modes to do, so you can get a star on the side of each challenge mode. That's another part of the completion process that you need to do to truly complete this game. Now, and then True Nightmare mode. Everyone from the first 5 nights and the characters that you unlock by doing classic mode and the challenge modes in the custom night, all at max difficulty, all at 20 difficulty. True Nightmare mode. This is the final challenge of the game. And at the end, you get an ending for what the next game will be like, which I'm excited for, and I am definitely going to complete it when it comes out. Now that I told you about the completion process in fnaf 2020, now let's go on to the other game I'm going to talk about, Anniversary Edition. Anniversary Edition. There's 5 words to describe this mode. Better version of classic mode. That's what it basically is. A better version of classic mode. It has a total of 5 nights. It has no pirate caverns, and it also has a max mode. This one, however, has photo negative mini. Custom night wasn't that hard for me. It took me 2 tries. It wasn't as hard as True Nightmare mode in 2020. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah, I basically described the completion process. 5 nights and a max mode. That's it for Anniversary Edition. So let's go on to the final part of the video and discuss how I feel about completing these games. Treasure Island. 5 nights at Treasure Island. Oh boy. We talked about 2020 and we talked about Anniversary Edition. So let's talk about the completion process for both games. When I completed 5 nights at Treasure Island 2020 and Anniversary Edition, there were a total of 15 story nights. This includes the 5 story nights of Anniversary Edition. Max mode in Anniversary Edition. Challenge modes in Final Fantasy Treasure Island 2020. I believe in total all of hours done would be the 5 to 6 hours, or is it 5? I believe the max total would be 5 hours and 48 minutes for completing both games. That's how long it took me to complete both in total, because of the videos I done and some videos that I didn't upload. But I didn't complete any modes. Those videos that I didn't upload, it didn't do me completing the nights. And oh boy, Fiat's Treasure Island. It is, as I said before, a classic Fiat's Race fan game, and I love it a lot. Combining Disney with horror elements, and they didn't just do animatronics. No. There's lore and story with this game. There's people possessing suits, not animatronics, and their bodies, their souls make them move. Unlike they're not animatronics. Sure, they're Sparky the dog, but the max mode itself isn't canon. Oh my goodness. I love this game. I love completing both of these games. And history of the development of these games was amazing. And I'm excited for the sequel for Final Fantasy Treasure Island 2020. In that mind, guys, I give Final Fantasy Treasure Island 2020 and Final Fantasy Treasure Island Anniversary Edition my Final Fantasy Freddy's completionist rating of completed. These games deserve to be completed. They're a lot of fun. They feel greatly rewarding to complete, because you feel so good that you did complete it. It is so much good to complete these games. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I loved these games. They were so much fun to do on the channel, and I'm excited for the next game in the series. See you guys then. Goodbye.